today we are going to learn how you can buy companies and
profit from them.
Once you've established a railway empire, you can then go into maybe buying other companies. But you have to also be aware, because you don't want to get a company that is not making a lot of profit. But if you have a good supply, then you should be able to make profit from the companies that you have at the moment. At the moment, I've set it up so that areas are getting a reasonable amount of supply and cities are growing. So instead of using our transport as profits, we can also use these companies. Now let's take a look at this grain farm that I purchased. It's doing quite reasonably well, and I have a very good profit of 189,734. So this is doing very well, and you can see it's got a train usage of 100%. This means that maybe we could increase it, but at the moment I think it's doing just fine because it's on 15 out of 24, so it's tracking along, and there's no trains coming up. There is a train coming into, so it is a potential thing that we could increase it and gain more profit from it. That's another thing you could do. Increase, decrease. You might find that, okay, you have a sugar farm, and if you notice that the train usage is becoming less, then you might consider actually this is not a great business. Or you might find that you have supply for sugar in other areas and your trains aren't getting there at the moment. So then you might want to then go, okay, where are the areas that don't have sugar that much, but all my areas do, and this is why I'm creating a very good company here, because I do have train lines supplying to these cities, and the more I have supply of coming to these cities, then I'll have to consider actually maybe I will need to increase this business. But if you are noticing that your train usage is becoming lower, then maybe you go, okay, I either get more supplies that cities need sugar, or I just get rid of the business. So actually you notice I've got a wool farm here, and they're producing quite a lot of wool, and they've got level 3 industrial company, and they have train usage of 100%. So this shows you that it is a very good one to buy. And the reason for why it's doing very well is, if you can notice, this is Oxford, and it's got a company here, a city company called a clothing company, that is running really well. And you could even buy this company, and if you bought both, then you'd profit double from this. So then you can scale those businesses according to how much they need. And at the moment I've got 2 train lines coming into these areas, so Jennings train station to Oxford. So the more you use this, then you could create potentially quite a lot of profit from this if you buy both businesses. So let's go ahead and buy them. Yes. So I'm going to buy the other one. So then now I'm going to forward it to see how much profit we are making. So you can see from the get-go that I've actually looked at to see how much profit, and I'm making total profit here of 15,200 and making a profit of 9,600 total at the moment, 9,600 per week. means that this is a good business, and I've already done my due diligence beforehand before purchasing it to make sure that it would be a good business to do. I've got a good network, they're producing good, got 2 trains, it's a good one. So you can see from this that the production of dairy products is very limited. Now that's because it hasn't got milk coming through. So one of the things I would tend to do here is either get a connection, straight connection to milk place here, and I can see that the milk is being used a lot on this, and this is one that might be very good. Reason for it, you are getting a lot of trains taking the milk. Good business already, 100% usage. Dover has got a cheese industry, and at the moment it's not creating a lot of cheese because it hasn't got the milk, so it needs a load of milk, and it's a very scalable business here. So what I tend to do, I went to Dover for instance, I'd probably put a railway network to a milk station directly here. So what I've done is I've done the train line. I just have to put a supply in so that trains are being supplied. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to then connect this to this so that cheese is going to start being made. I'll connect to my train, and then once I got enough milk coming in, I will also, as you notice this train is going to go without any milk because there's not enough production being made of this. So I need to buy this business. So let's buy it. Okay, I've got it. So now I will have to increase this to 360, which I don't have enough of yet. So we'll wait. So I am now increasing this business to level 2. It is making 7,600 per week. I reckon it could go up to level 3 soon. But beware though, because even though this station will get cheese and you create a lot of cheese, where's that product going to go? Have a think about that. At the moment, the cities are building, and at the moment, because they're not at a certain level, some are, like London, it can take on cheese because it's got a lot of civilians already. So, okay, that's great, but the demand is only 0.8 per week. And what about other places we have to consider? Can they do cheese? Yeah, they can. Okay, so it's not looking too bad, but always remember that some cities don't have that. Like, for instance, Cambridge doesn't have the ability to have cheese until its civilization population is 65,000 citizens. So you'll have to fulfill all these other bits before it can grow to then be able to have cheese. But because there's already a couple of places I have, it might be worth scaling it. But always remember, scale it to a point that you know that you can get cheese exported out. Because there's no point in having a business and then, oh, no one wants it.
I really hope that's made sense, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe, that would be great.